Hey y'all, hi, how's it going? I hope you're having a lovely, wonderful day so far. My name is Mandy, and I thought since it's a week before Thanksgiving and the season of ultimate engorgement, is that the right word? Engorged? Am I sending the wrong mental picture here? How about this? The season of immensely enjoying our own cooking, or for me, the season of saving like 45 mac and cheese recipes to then use none. In short, I'm gonna be taking next week off to spend time with my family, to decorate for Christmas, to cook, to clean, all the good things. Maybe do a chemical peel. I'm definitely gonna be redoing this background again because I'm a weirdo. And also, hopefully, get a more solid ground on this whole weight loss journey thing. Speaking of dieting, about 3 weeks ago, I posted a video talking about all the whys and the what fors, why I started it, what's going on, what my goals are. So if you're interested in checking that out, I will leave a link to it right up here somewhere. But since posting that video, I asked y'all on a couple of my social media platforms, YouTube communities tab, and also Instagram stories, if I made a follow-up video to that video, I'm saying video a lot, which things that y'all would like for me to discuss. So that's gonna be the gist of today's video. And of course, I'm gonna put a pinned comment in the comment section down below with timestamps. So if you asked a question, you can very easily find your timestamp. So without further delay and jibba jab, let's just jump on into it. Okay, so starting off with the first question, have you started? And if so, how is it going? And first of all, I just want to say thank you so much for your question. I really appreciate it, but mostly thank you so much for all of your lovely comments. It does not go unnoticed, so I really appreciate you. Yes, I started on November 4th, so as you're watching this today, it's gonna be 18 full days. And I actually filmed part of this video yesterday and was riddled with audio issues, so I'm redoing it. We're doing it live, okay? And I guarantee you my hair looked a lot cuter yesterday. Since I'm on a compounded semaglutide, I'm trying to microdose as much as I can, so I'm starting off with 5 units, which just for reference is the tiniest amount. I'm gonna have to show you like an overlay of what that looks like. It is so small. But the woman that I was actually influenced by, or one of the women that I was actually influenced by, she was able to lose 50 pounds the entire duration on 5 units, which was my ultimate goal. So 5 units, 5 months, 50 pounds, which is amazing and super economical. Fortunately for me, and also unfortunately for me, the 5 units just was not cutting the cheese. So this past week, this past Monday, I actually went up to the first recommended dose, which is 10 units. Felt great at 5 units, no issues, no problems, no side effects, besides a weird chill that I had like 5 minutes after the injection, but that was just kind of a one-off. And now I feel amazing at 10 units, so no side effects, no weird problems, and I could definitely feel the appetite suppression this time, and I'm also feeling a lot fuller faster. Question number 2 is gonna be from Amber. Hey Amber, how you doing, darling? I hope you're doing really good. I just wanna pinch you. That's a little overboard, isn't it? Why am I so embarrassing? I don't even know. So Amber asked, are you paying for the medication yourself or is insurance covering it? Girl, I wish. I think insurance companies should pay for it. I think that they absolutely should pay for it. But let's be real here, insurance companies are in the market to make money. So yeah, I'm paying for it myself, which was kind of a place of contention between me and my husband, because when you look at it head on, it could be very expensive, but we figured out a way to kind of cut the fat, pun totally intended, and that was eliminating takeout, which I just gotta say has not been easy on my soul. I love my Popeyes tailgate 24-piece bundle, boneless wings, signature hot, okay? It just burns so good. So my shot, in all actuality, which costs $62 a week and less if I'm microdosing, is like the perfect offset. But, I didn't want to let go my Popeyes to the semaglutide gods. Okay, question number 3. I've been wanting to try this for so long. Can you talk about how you found this company? Do you recommend them? What are the prices? Well, ironically, I found this company through TikTok. I was watching this woman, I've mentioned her before. She's the one who lost 50 pounds over 5 months using 5 units. So she was microdosing. And what grabbed my attention and really held it was the ability to be able to control the dosage at your own pace, which is super affordable and, you know, low and slow. When it comes to the auto injectors, at least it's my understanding that you really can't control anything. The price is the price is the price. The amount is the amount, and that's what you're going to get from week to week to week. And that's pretty much why I felt compelled to try this company, because I'm kind of a control freak. I like to know the money that's going out. I want to know the money that's coming in, and I like to have control. I am a Capricorn through and through. And so the company is called Bell Medical, and they operate out of most states in the United States, if I'm not mistaken. And they have been fantastic. Like, appointment booking was a cinch. It was super easy. Everything has been quick and over the phone. Communication has been through text, through email, through phone calls, and it's just been getting done really quickly. And that's what I want. I don't have time to fool around. I really want to get it done. I want to get the medication. Once I've made up my mind, that's it. I'm doing it. But really and truly, the whole takeaway here is that you have to find a clinic that you're comfortable with, that suits your needs. Because if it doesn't suit your needs, you're going to be jumping around from clinic to clinic to clinic to find the right people. And, you know, that's just a big waste of time in my opinion. So the price was right. Everything has worked out. I'm paying $249 a month, which is $62 per week. And then it's less if you microdose. So it just is the ability to control it, which I really appreciate. I actually got an email from this clinic a couple of days ago talking about like a Black Friday something or other. It's like $190 something a month for 4 months. And you best believe I'm going to be signing up for that sucker, because $249 a month or $190 something a month. Oh yeah, baby, it's happening. So we are moving right along. The next question is, how much weight are you trying to lose? That is a very good question. I need to lose 40 pounds, like at least 40 pounds to get the weight off my back, to get the weight off my knees. I need that. And ironically enough, I actually weighed 40 pounds less on my channel in 2022. And I also was the same exact size. I was still a size 18, 20, which is so freaking weird how my body like holds on to weight and distributes weight. It's just, I don't understand it. I need my boobs smaller. But if you look back on my like 2022 era, there's a Target video back then. And I just gotta say, I feel like I looked really good in that video, and I weighed 232 pounds. I weigh 270 some odd right now. So yeah, I have a little ways to go, but I felt really good in that video. And I just gotta be real. I have a very unhealthy relationship with food that I need to get a hold of. So I eat when I'm happy. I eat when I'm sad. I eat when I'm depressed. I eat when I'm celebrating with family. The only time that I really don't want to consume food is when I'm anxious, and I don't like feeling that way. I'll take being fat and chunky over being anxious any damn day of the week. So next question is going to be a multi-part question, so please forgive me if I get a little wordy, okay? But this one is, which question did you ask the clinic? How long do you plan on using a GLP-1? Do you have a second plan for changing habits in eating? And have you seen what could go wrong with this treatment, having seen horror stories? And so the first part of your question, which was, which questions did I ask the clinic? So I have a little notebook that I jot things down because my brain is like scrambled eggs 99% of the time. And so I gave it a quick glance whenever I came up here. And what I had jotted down when I had my first appointment with the company was discount, okay, and side effects. And they answered those questions very thoroughly. But in all seriousness though, I did a lot of research, like a year's worth of research, before I even thought about taking the plunge. And I came to the realization that there are a lot of people out there who have really paved the way and ironed out the details for us newbies, you know, the ones who are really new at this and are wary. They're worried about the side effects, and they're worried about the Ozempic face, and they're worried about this and that. So there's a lot of people out there who have made like whole YouTube and TikTok careers on like hacks and how to do things the correct way, because the old way is not the best way. As far as how long I plan on being on a GLP-1, that is a really hard question to answer. And I'm just gonna be 100% real and honest with y'all. for as long as I could afford it. Okay, that's going to be the first and foremost. And for as long as I'm seeing like positive results, not necessarily weight loss, because there's other things that like attribute to that as well. But I also really want to reach my goal. I need that sense of accomplishment. And as a plus size person who admittedly has a very unhealthy relationship with food, I really need to figure it out. Like it's really time. I don't want to end up with diabetes, and it runs very prevalent in my family. I had a cousin that passed away in 2023, and I'm just going to say, I would not wish diabetes on my worst enemy. Like, she went through it, poor thing. She was in the hospital all the freaking time, and I don't want that for myself. And I think this is the perfect segue to go into the next part of your question, which is, do I plan on changing habits in eating? And I'm gonna say with 100% certainty, abso-freaking-lutely. I think that is ultimately the most important, and I'm going into this with the best of intentions, but I can't say with 100% certainty that this will work. I don't know. I wish that I knew. It's worked for so many people out there. You know, I'm not going to restrict myself. I'm not going to say I can't do this, or I can't have this, or, you know, you're a bad person if you do this, because that just has not worked for me. I have to go into it with a different type of mindset and realized that everything in moderation, okay? Too much sunlight is bad for you, but I am attempting to make those subtle changes. So I'm trying to walk at least 3 to 4 times a week. I'm journaling my thoughts and feelings. I'm trying to drink a lot of water. I got this, like on the ready all the time. I'm trying to eat a lot of protein. That's supposed to help with muscle mass and also the feeling of satiety, satisfying. As far as like the horror stories and the negative experiences, I definitely have been paying attention to that. There's been a lot of celebrities out there who've been vocal about their experiences. There's been YouTube personalities and TikTok personalities who've had also negative experiences. Jamie French is one of them, whom I love. She is absolutely amazing, and I would just love to hug her. She's so funny. She's so uplifting. And of course, Sharon Osbourne has been very vocal about her experience with Ozempic. But when I think about Sharon Osbourne, and this isn't to diminish her experiences at all, but when I like look on her weight loss journey, she's had a gastric bypass in the 90s or the early 2000s. She's had lap band surgery in the past. She's been on weight loss medications many times. And so I can't say with 100% certainty that the Ozempic is 100% of the cause of that. It could be the combination of all those things. And the bottom line is we just don't know. Everybody's experiences, of course, are different. But I also had to come to the realization that this isn't necessarily new tech anymore. In fact, I didn't realize this until a couple of months ago, but I was cleaning out some of my mom's old magazines. She kind of hoards magazines, okay? And she has a Better Homes and Gardens problem. And so I was looking at the magazines, cleaning them out for her. Of course, I was strumming through the magazine looking for recipes because, you know, I couldn't help it. And lo and behold, a 2017 Better Homes and Gardens magazine had an Ozempic ad. Like, who knew? And as strange and obscure as that is, it somehow gave me peace. I'm sitting here looking at myself in my viewfinder, realizing that I started this video off somewhat matte, and now I'm just glowing it up, and I don't know why. I know a lot of y'all have been complaining in the comment section about me being too bright. I legitimately cannot help it. I don't know what's going on. So I'm so sorry. So we're just going to move on to the next question, which is, I'm considering starting one due to my Hashimoto's, which has made it nearly impossible for me to lose the 25 to 30 pounds that I gained when I was diagnosed. Just interested in your experience, the good, the bad, the ugly. By the way, I've been watching you for years. Love your content and your bubbly personality. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. That actually means the world to me. I love that y'all are loving the content. I love that y'all enjoy what I'm doing. To me, like watching it and editing it and stuff, I get so sick of myself. For real. I'm just like, ugh. bitch, you need to shut up. You warmed my heart. You made me feel so good, and I really appreciate it. I put my blood, sweat, and tears into this channel. And also, I feel you when it comes to the Hashimoto's and the hypothyroidism. The thyroid is a bitch, y'all. It controls so many different things, including how you metabolize food and fat and all this stuff. It's got way too much power. And although I could say for myself that I haven't experienced any like negative side effects, I'm still very early in my weight loss journey. Like, we're just inching along here, and everybody is different. Some people have no side effects. Some people have all the side effects. But just a few of the added benefits that I've noticed that was expected, but also not really expected, is the reduction in inflammation. I've seen other people talk about it, but I really didn't understand what that felt like. And that is the pain in my knees have gone away. The pain in my wrist. I spend so much time on my phone. Like, phone is life, okay? And I also spend a lot of time editing. So I'm sitting there on my MacBook on the little mouse pad, doing that for 3, 4, 5 hours at a time. And so at the end of the day, girl, the wrist is very, very uncomfortable. Sometimes it even keeps me up at night. So it has drastically reduced that. And also, I have psoriasis in my scalp. I have psoriasis under my armpits and behind my knees. And that has pretty much been reduced to nothing. It's still there a little bit, but like I said, I'm still really early in my whole weight loss thing. And then the libido, which we're not going to talk about, but it's helped a little bit with that as well. My energy levels are so much better. I don't feel like that big pile of sludge, you know, that heavy feeling that you get. I don't have that nearly at all. And also brain clarity. I feel like I've been clicking on more cylinders, maybe not all cylinders, but more cylinders, which is a big accomplishment for me. It's supposed to help with a whole host of other things, like fighting insulin resistance, or also lowering your A1C. It's supposed to combat cardiovascular issues. There's a whole bunch of things that it's supposed to do. So I'm just really, really hopeful. And also, like, as I mentioned before, getting diabetes, since it runs so heavily in my family, is my worst nightmare. I don't want that at all. So if this prevents that down the road, baby, snap, snap. I am excited about it. All right, so we have just a couple of questions left. The next one is, I would love to hear if you're exercising, and if so, what are you doing? This has been by far my biggest struggle since starting the GLP-1 medication. Doctor said that I need at least to incorporate weight training to keep muscle, but dang, I'm lazy. This spoke to my soul so much because same girl. So also, how are you keeping your protein up? I struggle with this as well, especially in the beginning when I couldn't hardly eat much at all. Thank you so much for sharing your journey with us. Thank you for the question so much. So girl, the same. I mean, y'all know I pretty much have a sedentary life. I have a sedentary job. I sit here and I film, and then I sit and I edit, and you know, I do my try on hauls, which I move around a little bit. I do a little jig, and then I'm sore after I do it. But you know, as I mentioned earlier in an earlier question, since I've had that reduction of inflammation and the alleviation of that heavy, miserable, sludgy feeling, like bump on a log feeling, I kind of want to get out and move a lot more. So I'm trying to walk at least like 3 to 4 times a week, and I'm not pushing it though. I don't want to injure myself. I don't want to roll an ankle. I don't want to bend a knee or hyperextend a knee, because that would hurt me in the long term. It's those little small changes at the end of the day, those little baby steps that really make a difference over the course of time. So my suggestion to you, and this is just a suggestion, I don't know if you want to do this or not, but like, just say every single time that you get up to go to the bathroom, you do 3 squats. So over the course of the day, if you go like 12 times a day, what is that? 12 times 3, I don't know. But over the course of time, it would actually make a really big difference, because you're working out the largest muscles in your body. It's the ones that keep you upright. And also it gives you a nice shapely booty. As far as like your protein intake goes, I would say that YouTube and TikTok have been vital. So there are people who are doing the exact same thing at the exact same pace, for the exact same duration as you. And it's not just weird yahoos out there talking, it's actual professionals. And I'm just gonna go out on a limb here and say that eggs, in my opinion, are absolutely vital, especially good quality eggs. So like farm raised eggs, pasture raised eggs, the Vital Farm eggs, even though they're expensive, they have the nice deep yolk and it's so nutritional. It's like a multivitamin and it keeps your hair looking good. Yes, folks, we have made it to the final question of the entire day. And this one is going to be the golden question. This was the most asked question. So how much weight have you lost so far? And I'm just going to say I was a little skeptical at first because at first, like the first couple of days, I lost 2 pounds and then I gained 3 pounds. So I had actually gained a pound and I was like, what in the hell? I don't know what's going on, because when I was on 5 units initially, I mean, I was feeling super full. It was probably hormonal, but now I'm down 4 pounds. So I'm down 4 pounds total. I had originally gained a pound, but you know, that's all she wrote. As of this morning, I'm 4 pounds down, which is pretty dang good for being 18 days, I have to say, especially for microdosing. I think that's a pretty big accomplishment, but I just want to add really quickly that comparison on this journey does you no good, because they have people out there who are losing 20, 30 pounds a month. And I mean, initially I was like, ooh, that really hurt, because, you know, losing 2 pounds, gaining 3 pounds, whatever, it just, you really cannot compare yourself to another person. Comparison is the thief of joy. You have to keep in mind that it's your body's reaction to the medication, not your mind's reaction to the medication. And your body's going to do whatever the hell it wants, when the hell it wants. But as far as I'm concerned, full speed ahead. So yeah, that was pretty much all the questions that y'all asked in a nutshell. I had some variations of the same question, so I tried to kind of clump them up all in one answer, but lots of questions about risks, lots of questions about side effects, price, the clinic, research, that type of thing, how much weight that I had lost, all valid and all very important questions. If you happen to be interested in trying out the same clinic as I am, I'm gonna include their details and the link to schedule your own appointment down in the comment section and the description box down below, so definitely check that out. Highly recommend them, excellent people, but you also have to remember, you have to do this on your own terms. It's not a race. It's all about slow and steady, you know what I'm saying? And that's the most important thing. And once again, thank y'all so much for watching. I always appreciate each and every one of you. Please stay safe and stay healthy in this wild, crazy, weird world that we're living in. Y'all have a very happy Thanksgiving if you celebrate it, and I'm gonna be seeing y'all very, very soon. Next one is gonna be a Shein haul. Surprise, surprise. Bye.